Okay, so the wield. Let's see what is going to happen. So this is the main screen, guys. Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these grooves. Or groves. Let us burn it out of this evil. Okay, so the quest is complete 100% of room battles. And you can see the map right here. So this is the map. We are in this specific room, and this is our team. And actually, I haven't explored this team yet. But we can do it during combat. The important part is that this is the torch, this is the light that we have, and the more the light, the better for us. We can surprise enemies, we can, well, we can see everything. And if the light goes down, we can actually even snuff the torch fully, or just reduce the light. Because if the less the light, the better the loot. So we can get more gold, more items, but the enemies will be stronger, and the bigger the chance they will actually surprise us. So that's that, and now we are in the room, so we will have to exit the room. Like, there's nothing in the room, by the way, so those are the boundaries. Like, I cannot go off screen because we are in the room, but I can select another room to move to it. And I know that there will be a curio, there will be a battle, and there will be an obstacle. So this is what I'm going to face in this corridor, and let's move. So let me see. I must see. There is still some meat. And there is some treasure. Okay, so basically, that is Necromania. She is fascinated with corpses. So I couldn't do anything. I just wanted to like purify it, but I couldn't. She just ran and then ate it or whatever. So that's fine. That's okay. And by the way, this is the map. This is the inventory, and you can use tab to move. Like, you can obviously click, right? But I think tab is a bit better on the keyboard. And I move with WSAD. So we're moving, and there will be a battle right ahead. Alright, guys, this is the first battle in the wheel. Rabid rush from dog. It looks a bit sick, and we got a bleed. So this is the bleed effect, 1 damage per round for 3 rounds. It's not much, it's just a small bleed, but bleed can stuck. So if the dog bites us again, that will be nasty. And now the first character to act is our Wilfred Fizzlebang, who suddenly actually has a lot of great stuff, right? Did he get... He doesn't have the one that I wanted, so he doesn't have the stun. He has Plague Grenade, which we can use on the 2 last characters. We can actually use numbers as well. So with this, you can see there's only 3 characters in the front, so he can target the 3rd and the 4th. There is no 4th character. This is actually an obstacle that they showed us. So this is not taking part in this battle. There's the Battlefield Medicine, which is basically curing stuff. He can cure Blight and Bleed, so he can cure this bleed, but I don't want to do that. What I can show you, basically, when I highlight this this ability, this skill, I can custom those characters. The 3rd one, we have a buff, Emboldening Vapors 1. And there's a Disorienting Blast, which is a stun. So I can stun a character and clear all the corpses. You will see the corpses, basically, you will see them when we kill something. I feel like I want to use the Blight. Let's see the character. So we are facing Bone Rabble, and the Rabid Gnasher. They have 8 HP, as you can see, and there are the statistics as well. So if I select, right now if I click on it, stuff happens, but I can select the character, and then I can use my skills to see how much damage do I deal. So you can see, well, if the first one, I deal hero damage 1-to-1, that's on the right side. With this one, I do not deal damage. I have the same chance to hit it. Let's go with the first one and just try to deal 1 and put a blight on it. There will be no blood left for the leeches. Or I'm sure leeches are pretty hungry because those guys do not have much blood anyway. So right now this is the Highwayman. You haven't seen the Highwayman before. Highwayman, he is the ranged character. He's the pistol shot, which is dealing damage, 25 damage versus marked targets. If we have something that marks the target, he has Grape Shot Blast, which is an AoE attack for the first 3 targets. There is also a Tracking Shot that actually gives him buffs, and the Duelist Advance, which means he moves forward 1, so he will change the position and mess up my positioning. I don't like that. And he's also dealing some damage, some nice damage with this. So I feel like we can deal AoE damage with this one. As you can see, I target all 3 characters, And that should be a lot. Oh, wow. That was 15 points of damage. This is pretty good. It wasn't a critical shot, but that was a lot of damage to start things off. And now we have our beautiful Gnimsh doing some stuff. Gnimsh can hew. It's an AoE attack as well. And so, like, if I single target, this shows me only that I can target those two first characters with the first skill, which is chop. So I can chop the dog or I can chop the skeleton. And I can deal from 7 to 14 damage with my chop. So basically, kill this for sure. There's 60% to hit and 75% to hit. But with this one, I can kill both of them with a nice hew. So let's try doing that. Oh, he actually missed. What? Gnimsh, please. And now we have Vestal. We have our Northshire cleric with syphilis. By the power of syphilis, he can, she can do a lot of things. There is the. I'm just checking this bone rubble because I think when he activates, he's actually dead. He has 2 HP left and 4 damage per round. So yep, that one rubble will die to the blight stack that we can see right here. So let's use dazzling light. It's oh wait, no, the judgment 2 to kill the dog. If we hit, it's nice 9 damage and the dog is dead. Right now the skeleton is attacking. So when this guy died from the blight. So basically there's also initiative. Initiative means who attacks first. Everybody has a speed stat. We can actually check it. So there's speed 7. That's I think that's a lot actually. If we browse through characters, we can see that Gnimsh has speed 1. No surprises there. Northshire cleric on the back of syphilis has 4 speed, and Wilfred Fizzlebank, being a gnome, actually has 7. So that's pretty good. And there's also a roll always. So it's not like the guy with the 7 speed will always go first, but it's likely because I feel like there is a D10 maybe, like a die 10. So basically from 1 to 10 plus with the speed. And this guy doesn't do much damage, but when he hits, stuff happens. He cannot do much with this character, so maybe I'll just heal the bleed. And as you can see, there is every fight is a puzzle. Like every fight is interesting in a way that you have to think what to do, in what order, and that's the first victory. So we're getting some gold. I will loot it, and we can move forward. I will go to the map, and this is a thorny thicket, and with this we can actually remove it with a shovel. It's always good to remove obstacles with a shovel. Unfortunately, that was the last shovel we had. I only took 1. Maybe that was a bad decision. Maybe I should have taken 2. So we move through the corridor. As you can see, the light actually dimmed a bit. So I will click on it to make it back to full and enter the room. This is the room. There was nothing in the room, so the room was empty. And now we got a lucky scouting, so we will know what is going to happen. There's a trap in the next corridor, and there's also a curio. So I'll just click on this room and try to move forward. The trap is mostly on the ground, so we have to look for it. Okay, the trap is in. Here is the trap. No, those are just mushrooms. Come on. No, what? That was a trap. What? I thought they were just mushrooms. I thought this is like... Okay, guys, this game is actually difficult. So we got stressed. You can see everybody got stressed because we kind of mistaken mushrooms for something different in a trap. And we got stressed out, but we're still good. We're still good. There is a curio, though. And the curios are those weird things in the ground. It can be a shrine, it can be a bookshelf and a stack of books. There's a lot of things you can see there. This is just a couple of sacks, so we get good stuff here. Alright, and another corridor, so we have to light the torch. We have a limited amount of torches because we only brought 8, so we have 6 left. In this room, there is nothing again, so an empty room, and we will try to move to another room. So we are trying to find the monsters. There's a trap and there's a curio, and this time I'm actually... It eats away at my flesh. Oh, because she's actually blighted. There are those mushrooms. And now, because this is a trap, and I know it's a trap, let's see who is best with the trap. Disarm. This guy is really bad with the trap disarm. He only has 10%. She has trap disarm 60. Then Wilfred Fizzlebank 60, and our highwayman has 80%. So I'm selecting, you can select the characters just clicking on them, or I'm just using Q and E. You can just move through characters. So the highwayman, I'm trying to disarm the trap. I succeeded this time. He was able to relieve some stress through the process. Time to move. Yep, that's time to move. Let's go, let's go. Hunger. So hunger strikes. This is why we need food. From time to time, you can get struck by hunger, and then you just need to eat a couple of points of food, and you're good. And this is, what is this even? Alright guys, so this is an old tree, and what you have to do with an old tree, you have to cleanse it with anti-venom. And there is a good list online that you can find in the description of this video, where you can check all the curios, so you can always reference what's going to happen, because they are quite deadly. Like, normal rule is that you never check the curio if you don't know what it does, especially if it looks ominous. So the tree, I'm using the old tree, and I'm using anti-venom. It protects me, and I'm getting these and onyx, so that was well worth it. And now, again, before entering the room, I will light up the torch, and let's get inside. And there is nothing again, so another empty room. This means that we have to go back and try all the other things we missed. Because again, the quest is to kill everything in the rooms. The problem is that through traveling, we are going to use the torches. So some torches are being lost. I'm just coming the same way I came here, as you can see on the map. So I've been here already. I'm being struck by hunger, which is not good, but good for me that I took actually 12 of them. 12 points of food. So this is the room I think that I entered for the first time. Time to move. Is there anything in this corridor? Yeah, this is the room where we actually started our adventure. So we started in this room specifically, and now I will exit it for the first time and move to this one. And there is a room battle, and there is a curio as well. I have 2 more curios on the way, and there is 1 more battle. So I will exit this location first, get some torches because it's getting darker. Get the sack contents. That's some gold. That's pretty good. Let's get the map. So there is nothing. There is a curio and there is a fight. So let's get the. Actually, let's click on this and let's get that fight done. So we just faced 2 spiders, webbers, 2 webbers. Webbers are not a problem. Can I deal some damage to them with our Wilfred Fizzlebank here? Yep. He resisted the blight. That's not good. The blight is really good versus spiders. But I'll try maybe to kill the spiders before they are able to do anything. So 4 damage is a lot. And if our Gnimsh will be able to act before anybody else, we're in a good spot. So trying to kill the first spider here. Spiders are pretty annoying if they poison you, I believe. And there is a bite, and there is a bite and the blight as well. But we do have our Wilfred who can heal the blight. Not now though. Anti-venom, another one. That's pretty good because we used one already. And there was a curio here. So what is this curio? So this curio is an eerie spider web, and this can be cleansed with a bandage. So let's try doing that. So we have a bandage. They protect us, and we get some fat loot. Alright. And we are good with the light, so we can enter the room, and there should be a battle right here. So we have Brigand Bloodletter, Brigand Cutthroat, and Brigand Fusilier. Basically has a gun. Let's say the gunman. And we did surprise them. This means that they got surprised by our attack. Right now, I feel like I want to get the gun guy first. Mostly the guys in the backline are the most annoying ones. So with Vestal, with Northtribe Cleric, we're going to deal 9 damage to it. It's almost dead, only 3 more. With our amazing Wilfred Fizzlebank, I'm going to deal some damage to the backline as well. If he got blighted, he's done. He's going to die when he should move. And with our Highwayman, I guess I can deal AoE damage and miss. So that was a whiff. And now do some AoE damage as well. Or not. So this guy has a lot of health. 35, and he did crit for 17. Ah, that crit even moved our character. And because enemy did crit, we got some stress. Every time you crit, you relieve some stress because you're awesome and you want to crit, but when enemies crit, you actually get the stress. So my plan now will be to get rid... I don't have to heal anything yet. I feel like our health is okay for now. I'll just continue doing damage to focus this cutthroat and kill it as fast as possible. He has the blight. He will take 4 damage, so he's not dead yet. So I feel like another blight if he does not resist. Perfect. So right now he will take 8 damage per round. So he's dead when he activates. With the Highwayman, I feel like I will change positions with Gnimsh, with the leper here. It's better if he's in the front line. He will be able to deal more damage unless he misses. But it's time for Rain of Whips. So they didn't take much damage, but they took a lot of stress. And to give you guys an example, the stress level is at 32 out of 200. So it's not terrible, but we will have to get them to the brothel and to the bar after this adventure. What can I do with Wilfred? I can clear some bleeding. 1 damage per round, 1 damage per round. I guess I can actually heal the caster himself. So let's get the first bleed out. Our Highwayman. A standard pistol shot should be good. Just deal as much single target damage as possible. Another Rain of Whips. It's not much damage, but the stress is piling up. I need a bandage. So I can use a bandage on her to stop the bleeding. But because it's just... Oh, it actually stacks. So I think it's still fine. I'll just continue doing damage. I have to kill him as fast as possible. So we get a crit. She did heal herself, and we also got 4 stress out of her. And now with the Gnimsh, I feel like we'll just continue doing the damage. And that was a perfect hit. 12 damage. The fight is done. Alright, so we're back to the room. We have some scouting on the way to the second room. So we haven't finished the quest yet. There is one more fight in the room. There's one more fight here as well on the way out. So I'll just go out for now. The torches are in a good standing. There is a curio here. What is this? So this is basically a shallow grave that we can cleanse with a shovel. And we don't have the shovel. We used the shovel early. So I'll have to ignore that. And that's a good rule, I feel, to just ignore whatever you can't do, whatever you can't open. That was a fine crest, like there's nothing needed for the crests. And there's a fight with the dogs, and I think I messed up a bit because we got our light a bit dimmer. So I don't want that. But I feel like versus the dogs we can actually do stuff. They only have 10 damage. The first one is Highwayman. Grapeshot Blast is hitting all of the dogs. So it's almost half the health of all the dogs, but the first dog attacks. There's a nice resist because they are bleeding. They are applying bleed. And there's a bleed for the witch doctor or the plague doctor. So I feel like he has to heal himself. That would be a good moment, I believe. Just getting the bleed out, cured. We can deal AoE damage and kill the dogs. Okay, one of them died, but we do have the judgment. So maybe judgment can deal up to 9 damage. So I think I will give it a try. Yep, that's a perfect judgment. It wasn't a crit, but that was the maximum damage that we could have dealt. And now we just need to deal 1 damage. Can we deal 1 damage? We can't. We unfortunately can't deal damage because he cannot target this position. This is the first row. He cannot target it. So I don't know. I will just heal him again. Just heal 1. Not impressive at all. That's what we have to do. She resisted the bleed, which is nice. And now we can kill the dog with the attack. Alright, you can't carry everything here, so we have to use things. What can I use? Stress so clearly in view. Success so clear in view, or is it merely a trick of the light? Well, hopefully it's success. What do I have? Jade. I have to just throw something away. No bleed, so I'll not use my bandage. I have jade. Dull green, like rotting flesh. I probably will have to throw something away as well. Alright, let's get anti-venom out. So I'm taking the gold and I'm leaving anti-venom here. This is the map, no more curios. We need to get the light up. How many torches do we have left? We have 2 more torches. And let's enter that room. We surprised the spiders. The spiders were doing their thing, just having fun, and suddenly adventurers show up. So against the spiders, let's use the plague grenade first on the back line. They dodged. But they will not dodge the grape shot. Or they will dodge the grape shot. Spiders are pretty dodgy. So I'm thinking about healing, but if I heal, it's better to kill a minion if I have a chance. And she's leading from 4 to 9, so I'll try to kill the backline one with the judgment. Alright, that was a lucky hit. We killed that one. And I feel like the spiders... Okay, the spiders are not moving yet. So with this, I can actually kill 2 of them, and this is the certain kill on 1. So I will take my chances and maybe hit 2 of them. That would be sweet. And that was sweet, guys. So now we only have 1 spider in front of us. Attacking for 1. And we resisted the blight. Nice. So the worst character to move, because he can't do much. I guess I can heal the leper. Grape shot might work, might not work, doesn't matter. Just some damage. The spider will bite. Resisted the blight. I think I will use this opportunity to heal my tank. And the tank can finish it up. A nice chop to the head. And we got a lot of loot. So, quest complete. But there was 1 more room. So I will continue adventuring, especially because there is a chest as well. So let's see what the chest is. It's an heirloom chest. So when we see an heirloom chest, we can actually use the skeleton key and try to open it with... like, you can always open it, but with the skeleton key you might open it a bit better. There was a hidden compartment, so we get some more stuff. Let's take it. I don't have enough space to get all the crests. But you know what? I don't need stuff. I don't need everything here. So I might actually get my holy water somewhere else. Because all the standard stuff like holy water, torches, food, we do lose it by the end of the run. I didn't need the herbs, so I think I will just throw away the herbs. Leave it as this, and we still have 1 more room in this dungeon. I hope we will not need the herbs for those curios. But there's a battle as well, so let's continue adventuring. I feel like we can even use the food. I think we can use 4 pieces of food. Because if we are hungry, we'll have to use 4. Or even this is enough. Okay, let's go. So the first curio is the tree, and we needed anti-venom, which we don't have, so let's ignore the tree. The second one is a crate, and we can deal with the crate, and I will just use one of the torches. Get the crate. That's some heirlooms, that's fine. And now there should be a fight. And those are dogs. We actually got the dogs with the radiant light. So it's plus scouting. We start with a crit for 5. That's not good. What? That's another crit for 5. And this means our highwayman... Okay guys, I have to explain what just happened. So, the highwayman dropped to 0, which means he's a death's door. And when you're at death's door, you can't immediately die. When they deal more damage and you have health, you don't die. You're at death's door, and then whenever they try to kill you, you have a roll, a save roll, and they might not kill you. And this is exactly what happens. It's just almost wrecked the highwayman. He survived though. So we can see that death's door, he is minus 10 accuracy, minus 25% damage, minus 5 speed, and some stress. So he's super stressed. He's already at 76, and he is also taking bleed damage. So right now I need to do something. I need to heal him. So I'm trying to heal him, get him out of the death's door. And he's still at the death's door, but he is healed at least and stabilized on 1 HP for now. So let's try to do a grape shot. He actually hit, and he did some good damage. Now I can heal him back with Divine Grace, and I think it's better to keep him alive. In that last room there might be a fight, and I need 4 characters for that. With our tag, I tried to deal AoE damage with Hugh. I didn't succeed there. They only deal crits! Why those dogs are so good? Guys, this game is not easy. I'll get the bleed out. I could have blighted the... I guess I could have blighted the dogs. Finally, some normal damage, but they still got him bleed. Come at me, bro. Okay, let's regroup. So the dogs are at 6 and 7 and 7. I need to hit the dogs. With this, I have a chance to kill both of them. So I will deal the Hue double damage. Perfect. And now the last dog. Highwayman is still in a good position. With the grape shot, he can deal some damage. And now heal or not. I feel like it's probably better to kill the dog with judgment. Okay, so that was that fight. There is too much gold for me, so again I have to just throw something away. Holy water. Let's hope we'll not need the holy water anymore. And then move forward. There's the last room. Let's use the last torch before entering. And that will be the last room of this specific dungeon. Or not! Wait. No, yeah, that's the last room. So there's nothing in this room. There's nothing at all. There was a curio as well. What was the curio? Oh, that was the curio we actually ignored. So, this is done. The quest is done. We collected everything we wanted. So let's complete the quest. Driving out corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be fought. Yep. So those are the rewards after the victory. It was a skirmish, we knew that. I'm getting some quest rewards. Lucky dice for Jester, so my Jester will be happy, and he is actually getting out of the whatever he was doing, so he will be able to use it. Treasure and the heirlooms, so we can go into next. This is where the characters level. So as you can see, everybody leveled to the first level, to level 1, and they are getting some random quirks. So curious, obsessed with the acquisition of knowledge. That's probably bad. He's going to get the books whenever we encounter any books. Automatonophobia, plus 20 stress damage versus humans. Well, basically everybody got a bit stressed. Northshire Cleric, she got quick reflexes, which is great. So she's getting better and better. I feel like Northshire Cleric can be useful for a long time. Let's return to town. Alright, so as you can see, some characters are now active, and we'll have to place Gnimsh and the other dudes in custody to get the stress relieved and to take care of them. Alright guys, so this is it for the first episode. That was a nice run. Thank you so much for staying with me through it. Northshire Cleric is the boss. She is still with syphilis, but she got quick reflexes now, so maybe she can escape the germs. And other characters, well, let's just look what happened. So Wilfred Fizzlebank, he didn't take it that great. He is a bit stressed, so we'll have to put him somewhere. Also Gnimsh, he took a lot of damage. And obviously our Highwayman, which we'll have to rename at some point, took a hard hit. So that will be it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next episode.